basically that I'm just my energy may rub your knees the wrong way, and they're just not gonna coexist for sure. And I completely understood that, and I completely get that. But I'm saying this to say, like, I don't drink because you know, I was going through a really tough time, a transitioning time in my lifetime, where I was dealing with an individual who was continuously gaslighting me. I had, you know, I had lost a lot of faith. I had lost friends, and it was, you know, me losing my friends. It was because I had become withdrawn. It had nothing to do with my friends. It was, you know, all on me. But like I was saying, I was just going through this time period in my life where everything just seemed to be a little shaky, a little rocky. So instead of me at that time continuing to elevate higher, I would go to the store and pick up some wine and drink, you know, a whole bunch, not a whole bunch, but I would get at least like a bottle of wine, you know, just a regular bottle of wine, and I would consume that whole bottle of wine. One day I went and I consumed, they were like the little small bottles, like if y'all know, like if y'all have like those little 4 bottles of wine, they're like little shorts, but they come in like packets of 4. So I bought 4 of those, and I took, you know, I had to go to work, right? And the place I was working, the individual allowed me to bring my child with me because, you know, I didn't have no babysitter at the time, or I didn't have a babysitter at the time. And yeah, I was being told that I couldn't work these hours, but this was like the only way I was able to make money. So it was, and I wasn't doing anything like illegal or anything. I was a home health aide, CNA, home health aide, caretaker. But in doing that, you know, I was able to bring my child with me to work. And so I was on my way to one of my patients' homes, and I felt low. I felt really low in life, and I felt like the person and the people I was around were doing everything in their power to destroy me. And instead of me continuing to try to come above that, I was succumbing to the pressure. I was becoming the same people that I didn't want to be around. I was becoming those individuals who were drinking their worries away, and while I realized it was wrong, I still couldn't get away from it. So I ended up getting into a car accident that night with my daughter in the car because I was drinking. But I always like to tell myself, you know, from my standpoint of exactly how the car accident unfolded, because it was the van in front of me literally just stopped on their brakes for no God-given reason. But I always wonder, had I not possibly been drinking, could I have avoided that? Could I have reacted quicker and swerved to the left and completely missed them doing that? Even the bystanders who were there that night were like, yeah, that, you know, the van just stopped. We don't understand why the van stopped. The person that was driving the van was like, you know, I apologize, you know. But still to this day, I question, you know, I don't question if it was a wake-up call, because I knew it was a wake-up call. And from that day forward, I told myself, you know, I'm never going to drink again. I'm never going to drink again. And I talked to God about it that night, and I was like, God, you know, thank you for bringing me out of this situation. If you continue to, you know, allow me to just push through this, I I vow to you that I'm never gonna drink like that again. And it was an individual, a young man who came and helped me, you know, pretty much get out the car and everything. And when he came and he helped me get out the car, I felt like God had sent me an angel, only because the wine was right there in the passenger seat. And the impact from the car in front of me was so hard that at first my body was in shock, so I didn't really know how to like maneuver in that situation. And I don't know if he saw the wine, but he was like an absolute godsend. He just was like, let me help you get out the car, you know, let me help you. And, you know, he moved some stuff around, he helped me get out the car, he helped my daughter. Like, for the life of me, I don't know why God put that particular person in my life, but I have always carried that person so close to my heart because it just felt like a miracle moment. Like, it honestly just felt like a miracle moment. Anybody could have came and helped us. Anybody could have came and popped up on the scene and looked at, you know, what was in the car. And the night could have unfolded a lot different. Now, how much wine did I consume that night? It was like a half of one of those little bottles. I didn't even get through like the full bottle, but my thing is, I still felt as though, you know, I was drinking and driving, you know. And so for that particular reason, no, I do not drink, and I have not drank in years. Now, do I smoke? No, I do not smoke. But I will say this: I am a strong believer that, you know, marijuana has its medicinal benefits, that it can help certain individuals. If you don't want to smoke it, drink it, eat it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I feel about it. Other people feel other ways, but I'm not in a place to have any type of altering you know, I mean, and it's not like super altering, but I just don't even want to be relaxed that much. Like, I have an extremely natural high of life, like interacting with people, so it's fine for me. Like, I smoked throughout my entire pregnancy. My OBGYN was 100% fine with it. They kept prescribing me Zofran. For the ladies out there, y'all know Zofran is a pill that they give you if you have nausea. I was really sick during my pregnancy. Like, I didn't gain weight until like my last trimester. And that's because I had stopped taking Zofran and started smoking more. I'm not telling y'all to go out here and smoke while you're pregnant. I'm just saying that's something I had to do so I can actually keep my food down, because if not, I wasn't going to be able to eat anything. So, and I mean, my child's great. She functions just fine. Okay, she's perfectly normal. But yeah, so I hadn't smoked. It's been a really long time since I smoked. So yeah, I don't do that anymore. It's not a pastime activity for me. Yeah. Now, where people can go and purchase my books, I have a website. So definitely go to my website, goddessmyatlove.org, goddessmyatlove.org, and you can find my poetry books, Poems of an Earth Warrior. You can find my 30 Days of Healing book. I am also partnered with Kindle Vella, KDP, where I'm writing it allows me to really dive deeper into my creative process and just really see how my creative juices work, you know. So the book is called